So what's up YouTube? Welcome back to Ambition's Vape. I got a review for you on a mechanical mod, tube mod kit. It's on the Steel Vape Sebone mod kit. I got the brass version. Let's take a look at it. So this was sent to me from Steel Vape for the purpose of this review. Thank you very much. It will not change my opinion. So this thing comes in a bunch of different colors. I got the brass version and they have red, green, black with brass, brass straight up, a bunch of different colors to choose from. And it's called the Sebone, which there's already a Sebone Mech out on the market as we speak. So I wish they kind of went with a different name. But it is called the Sebone Mod Kit. It comes with an RDA and the Mech, which I have in my hands now. So you can run this thing positive battery down or up. Comes with two different AFC caps, goon compatible, all that good stuff. I'm going to show you all that good stuff when we dive down. I'm going to put a build in the RDA. I'm going to do a voltage drop test for you. And then when we come back up top, I'll give you my pros and cons, final thoughts. And I did a couple other voltage drop tests on some other mechanicals that I will compare this to them. I know you guys have been waiting for that, so that's what we're going to do. This is a hybrid only mechanical mod. All right, so I have James Mucklin 27 gauge 26 aliens inside, made for a mechanical around a 2.5 millimeter drill bit, Kendo Vape cotton, and I have some of my favorite RKOI from Coil Spill. Really, really good e-liquid. I guess my cat is joining me over here, as you can see. So let's have a vape. So without further ado, squad, let's dive down and check out the Sebone Mod Kit. So what's up, guys? We're at the close-up of the Sebone Mod Kit by Steel Vape. It's the box that it comes in. Material, color, Sebone Mod in an IDA, accessory bag, center cap. You got a QR code, okay, all that good stuff. You can find them at steelvapetech.com. Open it up, get an accessory bag with an Allen key, some O-rings, tank thingy-majings, and two additional big gold-plated grub screws. Get a user manual, and this is how it's going to come. So, you get the Sebone mechanical tube mod, get an IDA. This is the IDA. This is the brass version. And you also get this additional top cap. Okay, with this nice wide bore resin acrylic on the outside, really wide bore. Okay, this does come off. All right, put that back on, and you do get this goon Ultim styled drip tip. So first let's look at the IDA. So it says Steel Vape, you got dual coil airflow, you got a brass metal drip tip. It says Steel Vape on it. Okay, you got that design of the tube mod on the bottom. It does say designed and manufactured by Steel Vape. 748. You got a protruding 510 pin, looks like silver plated copper maybe, angled airflow. You could take this drip tip out, okay, and if you wanted to, you could pop in the Ultim drip tip, which is really nice, and that's how it looks together. That's going to be your setup. Now, it comes in a bunch of different colors. Let me give you some specs on this before we go any further. And they're both 24 millimeters in diameter. Hybrid connection tube mod. AFC ring. Okay, no conical design in there. I do wish there was a conical design. That airflow is angled, as you can see. See how it's angled? And I mean, I would use the Goon Ultim over this. This is metal. I just don't like really. Then you have this other top cap. All right. Now it's kind of weird how they give you two top caps. This one is Goon compatible, and then this one is 2 O-rings, and it has a really, really wide resin outside styled 2 O-ring. So they give you two different AFC rings. Okay. Now here's the deck. 2-post design. We've seen it multiple different times. Big Allen key screws though. Really big Allen key screws. And it comes with that big Allen key. So, I mean, this is a big Allen key, guys. It's not gonna strip, which I like how it's nice and beefy. There's the post holes. Okay. We're gonna look at this closer on a macro lens when I do the build. So let's look at the mechanical tube. All right. Nice design on it. It's called Sebone. I wish it was called something else because somebody else had a name for it, but it is what it is. Hybrid top cap. All right. There's some sort of clear coat on this. Okay. So it says Steel Vape Tech Sebone Mod Kit. It has this nice design on it. Okay. It's got 2 holes for ventilation, and you can take it off that way as well. So if you just keep going. Nice threads. Very nice threads. All right. Very nice design. It's pretty nice. Different colors to choose from. And here's the button. Okay. Brass contact. That's an O-ring. It's kind of different. And then what you want to do to take apart the button is push down, grab your flathead, unscrew that. And inside you have this like that old school type of spring, silver plated it looks like. Squared out so it's not going to spin, which is very nice. And then you also have another spring inside that you can take out, and that's squared off, so there's going to be no spin or rotation. And those holes are to grab it with tweezers to open it or for ventilation. Put that in there. Grab your little nice brass contact. Okay. Very nice. See, now there's room for that ventilation to get through on the side. Okay. That's what that cutout is for that ventilation to get through. All right. Nice throw to it. Okay. That's the button. Really nice button. So on this one, you can run it positive down or positive up. Yeah, we're going to put a build on this RDA and all that right now. So let's get to it. Let me change my angle. Let's go. As you can see, the post holes are really nice. Deep juice well. They say it's 8 millimeters deep. It does look really deep. I'm going to give them accurate for that. These are very nice big Allen key grub screws. Nice and beefy. And let's do the build. I'm going to be putting some Mech Aliens from James Muckland 0.12 dual coil 2736 2.5 millimeter IDs. Let's go. So it's on there. All right, now let's do a voltage drop test. All right, guys, so I got my new tester here for Mech Mods. All right, so I got the Sebone on there. Brand new VTC4 fully charged. And we're gonna do 3 tests each. Ready? 1, 4.1, 4.1, 4.1. The build that we just did, I'm gonna put it on there. Okay, you ready? 3.22, 3.23, 3.24. So 3.23 is the average, I would say average 0.8 voltage drop on this one. All right, there's no button rattle, battery rattle, anything like that. And I got a freshly charged VTC4. Let's go back up top. Let's vape on it, talk on it, pros and cons, final thoughts. I'll see you guys in a minute. Cat's crazy. We're back from the close-up on the Sebone mod kit. How do I feel about it? What I like about it, what I don't like about it? Well, you don't have adjustable airflow on this. So the airflow that it gives you, it's just going to give it to you. I think it's a nice drawer on it. I think it's a little bit too airy for me. I would like to maybe close it down just a little bit. It does have a nice drawer on it. Hits nice. You can run positive down or positive up. That's a pro. I like the throw on it. The throw's got 2 springs, 2 different types of springs in it. It's got a nice throw. I can hit it in any direction and it will fire. There's 2 holes for ventilation on the button, and you can use your tweezers to undo that or tighten it to get a nice tight fit. Don't tighten it down too much because you will mess up the battery. Hybrid connection. I think it has like some type of clear coat on it. It does smell like brass though. It will patina. You can use your Goon drip tips, and then it has another AFC ring with a resin style drip tip that's wider if you like more airy of a draw. So that's kind of how they're achieving a little bit less and a little bit more airflow. But I would have liked to seen to be able to adjust the airflow. But it does have a nice draw wide open. It definitely has a nice button on it. Nice feel to it. It's not scrungy. It's nice and smooth. It's a spring. It's not a magnet. So I definitely like that as well. There's a square hole in the throw like I showed you down low. So that's really supposed to stop it from spinning, but it does spin because there's threads down there. So it usually stays in place, but sometimes it does have a little bit of movement in it. So it is what it is. 2-post design on the RDA. Nice big post holes. The grub screws are nice and big. You can use a big Allen key to tighten down your leads in those grub screws. I really, really, really like that. Deep juice well. It's 8 millimeters deep. Very nice and deep. This thing doesn't leak too much as long as you don't over drip that. It's a nice looking setup. I do like the setup. The flavor's really good on the RDA. With that said, the flavor is pretty good on this RDA. I like the looks of it. It's got some, design on it, but it also gives it a nice grip. It's very grippy. This thing doesn't slide up my hand. And I think it's because of the design on it. It's kind of grippy because of that design. And the bottom of the RDA has that design as well, if this thing would like to focus. So, voltage drop. Pull up that screen, and on the screen that I have in front of you now, I did a voltage drop test on using the same battery on the V-God, the Sebone, the Aftermath V2, and the Purge. The V-God had roughly, the Sebone was a 0.87 voltage drop on this one. All right, so that's not bad. V-God was roughly around, I did a 3.16, 3.10, 3.27, and it was kicking out 4.04 volts without the RDA, straight from the battery. So that one, I don't have the math on that one, but it's going to be up on screen for you. It's about a 0.78, roughly about a 0.78 on the V-God as well. Okay, the Aftermath V2 had a 0.76 voltage drop. Using the same RDA, use the Sebone RDA on all of these mechs. The Aftermath V2 came out at a 0.76 voltage drop, and the Purge came out at a 0.85 voltage drop, which I think's a little bit off because it was a little bit loose on the 510 connection. So all of them did pretty similar, except the Aftermath V2 definitely came in at the least amount of voltage drop. Let me pull that down, okay? So, yeah, that's kind of the voltage drop I did. I'm going to do some more of those on some other mechs. This is a nice setup. It's not bad at all. You can find it at steelvapetech.com. Link on screen and description. That's where it's sent from. That's where you can find it. Now, the price point where I found it is anywhere between $50 and $70. I don't think that's bad at all. A different style button, you know, nice contact for the button. That's good and dandy. It matches up very nicely. Not too many cons to it. I mean, there's really not too many cons to it. If a mugger stole my book bag and I was on a train and this was in it, I would definitely go buy it. It's solid. I think that's a good price point. That's what I got for you today, squad. I hope you found the video helpful or informative. If you did, leave a like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any additional questions or concerns about this or anything else for that matter. Stay juiced up, squad. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.